Greetings, everyone. Today I'm going to talk about my hair journey, and I might say things that some people would disagree with. When you're growing your hair, I refer to them as locks. I hate, and I use the word hate, yes. I hate when people refer to them as dreads because you have to understand where that word came from. So, the Rastafarians were outcast in Jamaica, and the hair, the locks, was considered dreadful. That's where that word comes from. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that now, but anyway, over the years, people ask me, if my locks was real. Individuals said that I was wearing braids, all that stuff. This is years ago. I usually don't spend any time, you know, giving life to haters. So at the time when folks are saying this or asking these questions, I didn't feel like answering. However, today I'm going to share this. Now, I should have started on camera, but I didn't intend to do this video today. And when I was almost finished the process, that's when I'm thinking, oh, today would have been a perfect time to do it. So as you can see, I have taken out the front part of my hair, like a small part of my hair at the front. And I start out by saying that growing your locks is ritual, and cutting it also requires ritual, because the last time I tried to cut my hair, I was chastised by the spirit. So there's a process that one has to go through before you can actually cut your locks, and it's okay for you to do so. What I'm doing here is not taking off all my locks. I'm just removing some of the front because it's gotten very thin. That's the kind of hair I have anyway, where my hair is very light. And so as the locks grows longer, it's really heavy and it starts pulling at the root. So I start having thinning area on the sides, and of course, getting older too, is a part of that. Now, as I was taking out the last part that I wanted to cut, I thought, wow, I should have been doing this on camera. So this is the part that was attached to this. And I cut it off, and I was taking this out. I'm not done yet. You can still see parts of this that's still still in. The lock is still in. Now, after growing my hair for 14 years, it's still not fully locked to the point where it can't come out. Now, I've heard people over the years say, I would love to grow my hair, but I don't like the permanence of it. And then, I might have to cut it off if I get tired of it. But I'm saying it depends on the kind of hair you have. Your locks can come out, as I'm showing you right now. For the naysayers who are going to say, oh, it's braid. This is the locks. Now my hair is so thin that over time, this is 4 locks that I braided to make it one. And even though it's 4 locks, and I never really started them very small, they were big, I had to put them together to make them one because I don't like my locks very thin. Now what I'm going to show you, so here, if I want to take out my locks, I can take out my locks and still maintain this length, because as you can see, I just cut that and all that came out of it is this. If I want to take out all of this and make it this long, I can do that and still maintain that length. I should have done this on camera to show you. But it's tedious. And again, I didn't want the front of my hair to be long. The reason why I'm cutting it is because, like I said, it's too thin. And I want to redo the front and make it thicker. So here's the locks. Here's my hair. So I say if I want this length here, all I got to do, see my hair? All I have to do is comb it out. Now here's why the kind of hair I have white, I can take it out. Well, it doesn't really lock the way some people's hair lock. It gets curly. It doesn't truly lock. Now, I can't say this is true for everyone. I don't want to make this general message and say, yeah, you can take it out. But my hair can't lock. I can take it out. And, you know, this is what I love about being a Black woman. Look at her hair. The versatility of her hair. Look what our hair can do. And I can take it out. Do you think I would ever want to be anyone else or be from any other race? Look, my hair is magical. So the top of my hair, my hair is always coming out of the locks because when I wind it up, and the thing is, I'm not doing the freeform locks. I actually my husband actually puts it in the pin and, you know, weave it through. Some people use those needles, but I don't. You use just the regular pin and just keep locking to tighten back the roots. But this is always happening. It doesn't really stay. And as you can see here, I'm just, again, here's my plait here. I'm just trying to make the front thicker. So when I restart the locks at the front, it's bigger, and this time it's free form. So if I want, or I'm obsessed with having long hair, this is all I would have to do, is just comb it out from the root. And I can go all the way. I can loosen up this three there. Because when I put all three together, I was hoping that they would tighten and then the hair would get so kinky and would, you know, form around it, and then it would be permanent, but it just never locked. So I can always take and this is like 3 years ago I did this. I can still take them apart because they just don't lock. So I get really jealous sometimes of folks who have, like my husband's hair. He has like, it has shrinkage, and when it starts growing from the root, the curls are tighter, so they stay permanent. But mine can't. So there's no point in putting 3 or 4 locks together, hoping it's going to be one big thick lock. It's still going to come out as an individual lock. As I said to you, this was 3 locks, 3 single locks that I put together because they were so thin, trying to make them, see? Hoping you would take my word for it, but here it is. I don't have time to take out all of it just to show you, but I can take all of this out. So that is why I just cut it to the length that I want it, because I didn't want it to be all the way down here, because I don't want that length at the front. and I'm just trying to grow back. I'm just trying to grow back. So here's the piece of it that I cut off from over here. And I can comb it out. I love my hair, but it's so versatile that I can do anything I want to do with it. So if I want to have long flowing hair, natural hair, all I have to do is take them out. I would have to have patience, of course, you know, to take it. It's time consuming to take it out, but you can take your locks out. Don't let anybody fool you, especially if you take good care of it. You're not putting too many products in it. I barely use any product in my hair, and I don't wash my hair too often, and I don't fuss about it. I've never been someone, well, back in the day, you know, when I was in that, you know, office kind of setting, you know, you have to get your hair done, and I would go to the hairdresser every other week and things like that. But after I started growing natural hair, I leaving my hair natural. I didn't bother with all of that. So yeah, in case you're curious, and you, I guess if you have a hair type like mine and you want to grow your locks and you're worried that maybe you might want to change your hair later on, you can take it out. The front is just way too thin. I don't like that part of my heritage that contributed to that lightness in the hair. I really love it when it's nice and thick, so I'm trying to do that here. And if I wanted it to be longer, then I could. So I'm restarting the front. You know, I think I'm going to put it back in freeform locks, or I might just leave it out and comb it up or brush it into my locks. Stay blessed. I'm coming back with another video for you today, and it's really based on the same thing. Understand that as African people, you need to know who you are. You need to know the meaning of your hair. You need to understand how you're magically connected to the universe, and how you must know and understand certain rituals to help you stay positive, to build wealth and health and all that type of thing. Your hair is that antenna connecting you to the universe. You're not separate from it, and you're not therefore separate from any creator. Don't let anyone fool you. Stay blessed.